The Labour Party belongs to its grassroots.
I think there's definitely a plan to try to diminish or exclude the left within the party. That isn't going to work because the left and the party often represent an awful lot of what popular opinion is about. The need to raise taxation for the above-average income people in order to pay for the needs of the rest. And I see a moral justification for that. I think it's the right thing to do.
I'm horrified that there should be any idea of cutting disability and sick benefits. They're not sufficient as it is. Many people live in great poverty because of the inadequate levels of benefits.
It was founded as a party dedicated to the provision of universal benefits, universal housing and universal education. I believe the case for public ownership is absolutely overwhelming. I think it's wrong for the party to set as a benchmark competition and market forces as being something to look up to.
No more detentions of any of these asylum seekers. They're not criminals, they're people that are fleeing from crime.
Does she not agree that people sleeping on the streets of our capital city, being charged exorbitant rents, and children being brought up in bed and breakfast hotels is a disgrace?
Mr. Speaker, I announce very considerable extra expenditure to relieve homelessness.
Public representatives demand the highest possible standards of public probity.
£25 billion plus £50 billion running costs is an extraordinary waste of money for a weapon that can only cause death and mayhem if ever used against the civilian population. It is not bring us peace and not bring us security. Ordinary people all over this country can show their disgust at the military policies being pursued by George Bush and very unfortunately supported actively by the British government.
Whilst obviously condemning the bombing campaigns in Britain, it is important to be able to talk to Sinn Féin as a way of demonstrating to Sinn Féin and its supporters that there is some point in dialogue. If you believe something, you should say it. If you don't believe it, you shouldn't say it. I think there are principles involved here. If I stand for election as a Labour candidate, as a socialist, people know what they're voting for.